welcome back to my new video. 1 year New Zealand. Honestly, time flies by, especially the last year, but I think we can all agree that the last year was a little bit crazy and it just went like this. So yeah, for those who don't know me, I'm Johanna, I'm from Germany and I made my way to New Zealand 1 year ago. I will take my vlog here from my first day or my flight. I think it was a vlog about my flight, my travels. So I will take this here, and then I will also take my first Auckland vlog here. And yeah, so I made my dream come true and went back to New Zealand. I was in New Zealand 6 years ago when I did work and travel after high school, and I just loved it, and I always wanted to figure out if I can imagine living here, and that's what I did. So I went back to New Zealand 1 year ago, and honestly, best decision ever. I feel so much like I belong here. But yes, in this video I'm gonna talk about my journey, what changed, how I changed, and this whole adventure. So let's go. So first of all, I want to thank you for following my journey and for all the messages I get, especially on Instagram. That's where I'm most active. Yeah, I'm so happy if I can encourage you to follow your dream as well. And yeah, that's why I'm posting this whole thing on social media, just to make sure that you follow your goal too, you do it, and you don't just dream it, you're actually gonna do it. That's what I did. And yeah, let's start in the beginning. So September 2019, I took the flight from Frankfurt to Singapore, from Singapore to Auckland. And firstly, I wanted to find a job as soon as possible. I wanted to get a work visa as soon as possible, and I wanted to have like a daily routine as soon as possible. Like, I just wanted to have it all done and just to live here. But I changed my plan. I arrived in New Zealand and I just realized, okay, that's not gonna work. I need to travel a little bit. I need to figure a few things out. I need to deal with a few things. For those who follow me for a longer time know that something happened last year, and I just realized, why should I rush? Why should I rush this whole journey? So what I did was I traveled around, like, for the first 2 months that I was here. I did some trips on the North Island, a week there, then another week there, and honestly that was the best thing ever because I learned so much about myself. So if you're traveling alone, you can learn so much about yourself and about other people, how you connect with other people, how you work. I don't know, I just learned so much about myself and it felt so good. Also, like, dealing with a few things, it was kind of tough because no one knew me here. Is that the right way to say it? Like, no one knew me? Yeah, sorry. And because at home everyone knew, like, you live in your little village or in your environment, like, everyone knows you and everyone kind of knows your story and all that. And then when you go to a different place, when you're traveling alone, no one knows you, and you can kind of create yourself new, which is good. And but it's also tough because you don't really have someone to talk to unless you give more and more things, more information about yourself to others, which I had to struggle with a little bit to talk about a few things. But honestly, during my journey, I just learned how to talk about things, and that you can just talk about things, and that you can just say, hey, I really need to talk about something. Can I tell you a story about what's bothering me at the moment? And honestly, you will meet so many beautiful people when you travel, and if you just go out of your comfort zone and just start talking about things that are more deep. And I had so many amazing conversations with people I've just met, like, maybe a day before, and yeah, that just helped me to figure things out and made me as well to who I am today. So when you travel around, make sure, like, at least once in your life, if you're like traveling alone, don't plan your whole trip. Just go with the flow. Honestly, book a hostel for a few days and then decide where you want to go next. That's what I did, and it felt so good, even though I woke up some days and I was like, okay, where am I and what am I gonna do today, and then what day is it actually? But it's good to have this, like, to have like some time off and just really reconnect with yourself. But then I'm also a very driven person, so after a time I really was like, okay, now I really need to figure out how am I gonna live here, how am I gonna make this whole thing work. So after traveling for 2 months, I looked up different things I could do to get a work visa, and I ended up studying here, which was the best decision ever because I'm learning new things, I'm meeting new people, and it just gives me like a routine. And I'm, like I said, a very driven person, and I have my goals, and my life goal is to live in New Zealand, and so I'm kind of taking all these little steps towards my residency, so let's hope for the best. But yeah, so I started studying in January, and I'm gonna finish my studies in December, so that went by, like, that just happened so quickly. So I remember when I started my studies, I was like, oh my god, I hope I can, I don't know, I hope I understand everything, I hope it all works. But honestly, the uni I'm at, they help you so much when you're an international student, and you have so many opportunities to get help for your studies. It's actually, I wouldn't say easy because it is not easy, but it's doable, and yeah, it was just the best decision, the best decision I ever made. And yeah, and now it's September, and I can say that I really settled. I made my group of friends, and I just feel like I have like my little, I just want to say bubble, but that's kind of the COVID thing. I have like my little environment here, like my friends and my flat and my routine. I play football, and I go to work like on my certain days, and it just all kind of feels right. And I'm just so happy that even though it was scary at the beginning to leave home and to not know what's gonna be the next year, but also was so excited, and yeah, just to figure this whole life out. I mean, that's what life is about, to challenge yourself, to step out of your comfort zone and to do things you always wanted to do and not just say you will do. And yeah, I also wanted to talk about a few challenges I faced during this trip. This all sounds so perfect for some of you, but of course I miss home, and especially with COVID, I now wished I hugged my grandma a little bit tighter and my whole family, because I'm not sure when I'm gonna be able to go back to Germany, because I don't want to risk not being able to go back to New Zealand, because New Zealand just can go in lockdown again and close the borders. So I definitely don't want to risk that. So I'm gonna stay in New Zealand as long as possible, and as long as it's gonna take with all this unpredictable situation with COVID. And maybe it could be that it's even until I have residency. But I really hope that my parents can visit me and my friends can visit me. And yeah, but if I had known, I mean, I'm not the only one, there's so many people out there that are separated from their families. But if I had known, I would have just, I don't know, hugged everyone a little bit tighter. But it is what it is, we can't change it. All we can do is look forward, and I'm so excited about what is I'm so excited about what's about to come. Is that the right way? Whatever. I'm just so excited about next year. Like, I finished my studies and I'm just like, oh my god. I'm gonna finish my studies in December, and I'm just like, oh my god. what am I gonna do then? How can I mean, then it's getting even more serious because I'm working towards my residency. But yeah, I'm excited about that, and I'm just excited about life. I'm just so excited about all the things that are ahead of us, and I hope you too. I will keep you up to date, and yeah, make sure you watch my video about my vision board. I will tag it here as well. So that's the new vision board. I did one in 2017. Maybe I'll tag it here as well. So that's the 2017 one. And now I nearly reached all of my, most of my goals. So I created a new one. So check it out here. So that's my vision board for the next couple of years. And yeah, it's just so good to have a vision how you want your life to look like. And yeah, I'm happy to take you with me on my journey. So feel free to follow me here and on Instagram to see how my life will look like in a few years. So yeah, stay safe, stay kind, stay healthy. See ya!